I'm about to start now. Hey y'all, now that we know our gifts, let's talk about using them in obedience. Obedience is better than sacrifice. If you're a church baby, you've probably heard this phrase before. Let's talk about where it comes from and how it connects to operating in our gifts. Let's turn to 1 Samuel chapter 15. King Saul was a tall, handsome, well-liked king. Being popular was his gift. One day, the prophet Samuel came to Saul and told him that God wants him to wipe out his enemies completely, leaving nothing to survive. No people, no animals, nothing. But instead of obeying God completely, Saul decides to do what the people asked him to do and save the best of the livestock and just sacrifice some of it to God so that everything would be okay. This is where Samuel tells Saul that obedience is better than sacrifice. God would have preferred that Saul obey him completely than to just do whatever he wanted to do and give God his cut in the end. Saul became focused on the gift of being popular and completely dismissed the one who gave it to him. From there, Saul starts to lose everything: his mind, his popularity, and eventually his position as king. Despite what we may think, it's very easy to become Saul. We let our fears or whatever else set in, and we slowly start to think that God wouldn't mind if we bent a couple of things to make ourselves more comfortable. Let's take it back to my personal gifts. I'm an emotional and empathetic person. I tend to wear my heart on my sleeve, and things that bother me, other people probably wouldn't even think twice about. I used to hate this about myself. I still do sometimes. I remember once I was praying, crying out to God, asking him, why do I feel so deeply? He doesn't always answer, but he answered this time. He actually said it was connected to my other gifts of talking and writing music. I feel these emotions so deeply because I'm supposed to share them with others that don't know how to verbalize it for themselves. I did not like this answer. I spent years trying to do it my way. I thought I at least needed to get my life a little more together before I started sharing my thoughts with other people as if I knew everything. But guess what? Life continued to be a mess, and doing things my way only made it worse. The only true relief I started to feel was when I slowly but surely returned to these outlets that the Lord gave me. So here I am sharing. Still learning, still growing, but sharing anyway. Now, I know walking in your gifts and calling can be scary, and to feel fear is to be human. But to allow that fear to block you from being obedient to God really only points to one major issue: a lack of humility. How? We'll talk about that in our next episode.
Oh, so this was after he anointed
Because First
David?
Samuel is about Eli passing it down to Samuel, and then it's a while before Saul comes on the scene.
Yeah, but when did he anoint David? I mean, if you say it's 15, just
Later.
go with that.
2 Samuel.
Oh, that was
I mean, he
second
anointed
Samuel.
him in 1 Samuel, but David's time is in 2 Samuel.
Right.
I just love
What, Bible?
I used to know nothing.